Okay, ready, go. Okay, ready, go. Okay, let's take a look at your swing with the frontal view. Go. Let me try the new club. It looks like you're not really controlling the club that well. So either because this is too heavy or whatever, but basically your body is turning, and this is, you're dragging the club both ways. So you're not controlling this that well. If the club is too heavy for you, then you have to go with the slightly lighter club.
I just got a new shaft in it, and the shaft broke, so that does feel like a new, like a heavier shaft.
Ventus, this is success. Yeah, if it's a bit heavy, so that you cannot really control this that well, then you have to go with something lighter. Yeah. Perhaps consider removing the weight here. But it looks like this is a bit too heavy for you. Yeah. Particularly in the downswing, you're turning your body quite a bit here. So when your gaze leaves the ball early, it's hard to maintain good contact. You don't have to have direct gaze all the time, but at least you have to use the peripheral vision and then gaze on the ball. So as you can see in the, so your body is turning quite a bit here. And then in the downswing, you will see, if you look at your left leg here, it's just turning like this instead of kicking the ground and then letting it go. So more than anything, you have to pay attention to the motion of the club head. So you should be able to throw the club head faster, but you're just dragging. And also at the end of backswing here, so the club goes about this much. This is good, but then when it starts the downswing, the club head is going high up here. So from this way, the club head is going this way. That means you're pulling and you're letting the club head go. Then you lose a lot of speed. So from this position, you have to keep it close to your body and then throw it here. But if you let it go early, there's casting. So when you have casting action, then you lose a lot of speed. And when you let the club head go early, then so you make a large arc on this side here, then here you should have a little bit of a chicken wing posture. And then down the line view, go. See how you're moving your head during the backswing here. Your head is going like this, like keeping the left shoulder high. Instead of this, you have to turn the face like this, and then using the peripheral vision, you still keep the gaze this way here, so that the shoulder can turn this way instead of. Okay, so the gaze makes big difference. And then and then also on the way back, your hands are following this path here. So from here, the hands are going fairly low, and then later you are lifting it up. Here is going low, and then later you are lifting it up. But instead, consider just going from here to this position straight. Imagine a highway here. Let it go to this position instead of go flat and then try to lift. So when this happens, when the hands are low here, then your right arm tends to go backward quite a bit. That the backswing becomes flat. That's why also the left shoulder goes higher. Because this side is low, this side should be raised. But if this shoulder and the arms go a bit higher, then this will just follow this path. The body is inclined forward. From there, if the trunk rotates about the spine axis, go here. So the shoulder goes this way. Your face turns, the right arm is here. But what happens is that the hands go low. And here, you see your posture here. Pull here, and then going like this. Instead of letting go. So you have to handle the club better, and you should be able to feel the motion of the club head and throw the club head, throw the club head, throw the club head. Particularly in the downswing, your body is turning a lot and then dragging the club. All right, so what we need to do is you have to keep the hand pad a bit higher in the backswing. And that has to come from low shoulder motion here. Yeah. So if this is if you maintain the spine axis reasonably and the turn about the spine axis, then this will happen. And also, this posture should not come from intentional body turn, but if you let from here, if you let the club head go and just turn around, then automatically you will go this position here. Okay? So you are swinging the club head around this axis here. Swing, and then you will go to this position. Then it's a lower, this is a higher. And then your right hand is slide over the right shoulder. Okay? So then you don't have to bring low back quite a bit here, but more this way here. So you have to feel the motion of the club and then let the club go around the body. So having the right image is always important. But in terms of rotation, it's about the spine axis, turning the spine by using the leg action, throw this way here, so that you don't go too far down. Okay. So you will swing the rope back and forth. Swing the rope back and forth here. But the main difference between the rope and the club is that it's flexible here. So you cannot manipulate it with the hand motion here. That means that you will have just to guide it correctly. And then here the goal is to move the end of the rope faster around the body. Again, here's the axis here. Then you are throwing the end of the rope around the axis. So your goal is to move the end of the rope around, and then it'll come here, swing, and it'll come here, swing, and it'll come here. But it's just continuous motion. More than anything, you should give enough speed to the end of the rope so you can maintain the tension here. If the rope is moving fast enough, then you will feel this tension in the rope, but then you lose the tension. If you lift your arm at the end, you lose tension here. So make sure that you maintain the tension and then move the rope around your spine axis nicely. Good. So in doing that, give a bit more speed to the end of the rope. If the rope has a reasonable speed, it's a lot easier to turn around. Yeah. That's a bit rushed, and your body is going this way. So here, throw. You need to have a lateral shift a little bit. And then at the end of the swing, each direction, instead of just let it hit and then you're stopping here, you have the continuous motion. And then let it go, continuous motion here. So it will hit the body here, but instead of just hitting hard and you're stopping, you keep moving both ways rhythmically here. So for this, you have to use your leg action. Keep turning. And then here what you're controlling is the end of the rope. Okay? It's not about your body turn, but you have to promote the good rope motion around. Good. And then try to reach out a bit more. Yeah. Make it really consistent. Swing consistently along the same plane. So as you repeat that, you will be able to develop rhythmic body motion. Yeah. So at the end of each motion, you have a transition. So from this rotation, the transition to a backswing, from backswing to downswing transition. In the transition, you won't have enough time, but that doesn't mean you're stopping. It's continuous motion, but so at the end of this turn, add extra shoulder turn here. Here, add extra shoulder turn. Here, add extra shoulder turn. But the bottom line is, your body is not going too early before the rope responds, but your goal is to throw the rope both ways. So that way you will have a lot better control of the end of the rope. Yeah. Now the motion is a lot simpler. And then as you add this body motion, then throw. So you will add arm motion later. So always you start the turn with the body and then add arm motion. Yes. Now one big difference here is that between this and your original swing is that your original swing you tend to turn the body quite a bit here, right? Because the body is dragging. But it's important to throw the hands and the club in front of your body. Again.
Yeah, having a different feel. I can feel my hands release.
Yeah. Now the body motion is a lot more rhythmic. Your body motion is a lot more rhythmic.
Yes. I mean, I can feel it. It's what you said, like the eyes.
So, and then have a little bit of up and down motion. So have a up and down, slide up and down. And particularly on this side, no need to turn this much here, as long as you let it go. So you have natural tendency of turning the body a lot on this side.
Yes.
Because that's your swing. But on the way down, you have to let the arms and club go in front of your body. As you throw, it'll slow down your body. So no need to turn a lot. All you need is an impact. All you need is about 45-degree turn. Pelvis turns about 45 degrees, this direction. During the backswing, again, about 45 degrees. So try to have more or less a similar degree of turn, this way and then this way. This is all you need, and then let it go. Instead of, when you turn a lot, then the foot cannot push the ground that well because your foot is busy of rolling like this. Because your body is turning quite a bit here. Instead here, kick and the throw and then finish. Instead of pulling this in here, you have to kick the left leg and then throw. Not this here, rather. So the difference is, it's currently what you're trying to do is bring this quite a bit and then going in here, but have more this feel here, using the left arm here and then throw. If you have a good throw, then the rope will go like this, and then finish here. So there is no reason to turn a lot like this. You have to throw it. So using the speed developed here, just let the rope go. No need to turn a lot in the follow through. And the throw motion is actually coming from good wind up in the backswing. You connect the backswing and then throw. In the downswing, the active downswing motion not coming from this motion here, rather using this wind up here. If you have good wind up from here, you can just throw. instead of going easy and then try to turn this way a lot. So put emphasis in the backswing. In the downswing, just to throw the rope, no need to slide quite a bit this way. Let me watch it from here.
Sure.
So yeah, in your imagery, your downswing is, so you go here, your downswing is dropping the right side down here. You always try to do this and then swing. Instead, from here, just to turn around here. Try to just to turn instead of going this way. So you have to maintain the spine axis here. Maintain the spine axis, and then swing, and then at the end, to have good balance, you can lean backward slightly, but instead of doing this, you're from the beginning, you're bending your body with these, and you try to push it. But more is more just simply swing and turning around about the spine axis. So in the downswing, instead of going here and then try to do this, get rid of this shift here. Okay, get rid of this shift in the downswing. So go up here, from here, just try to turn around. No sliding of the pelvis this way. Swing. Use the backswing wind up and then try to swing hard in the downswing. So you're always putting this in, try to do the downswing, but use this. Yeah. Using just wind up and then throw, wind up and throw. You have to have a good wind up in the backswing, and then using that wind up, you are throwing the rope. Instead of on the way down, dropping the right side here. Okay. Instead of doing this, and then throw. So put a lot of effort in the backswing. Make the backswing faster. Make the backswing faster. Using the wind up and throw, wind up, throw, wind up, throw. Yeah, still you have tendency of going this and using the right arm, but still it's getting better now. In the backswing, more active backswing, and then good wind up. Still, your downswing still is arm driven here. So what's happening is now you can handle the rope a lot better.
Yeah.
But what happens is you go up here, always in the downswing you're using arms here. Instead, use the pad by using the pad and let it go. Turn and let it go. Turn and let it go. So when you start the downswing, you should be able to throw here quite well. So now let's do this. Use one arm only, and then go up here. You have to practice just throwing it. What matters is throwing here, not here. Okay? When you throw here, then you'll give enough speed. With that speed, just simply let it go. And then it's not arm motion like this, but using the body turn and then let it go. Body turn. Here, watch this. Body turn and then let it go. Body turn and let it go. Instead of this arm motion here. Body motion and then let it go. Minimize your arm motion, okay, relative to the body. Right hand on. Right hand on. Right hand on.
Right now.
Still you're using arm. Minimize the arm motion. If the arm is against the body here, when you use the body, then arm already moves here. All you need is this motion here. But you try to swing like this. Minimize your arm motion. No. You are not controlling the rope well here because you lose the tension back here. So you have to maintain good tension up here. From here, you can influence the motion here. This motion, instead of you're turning your body too early. The arm is coming in quite a bit. You try to do this, but this is already after the impact.
Yeah.
In order to have a faster motion here, you have to develop speed here. You have to develop speed here on this side, and then let it go. So you have to let the rope go more this way, down here. Then you have to maintain good tension up here. If you have a good tension here, from there you can directly start throwing here. But if you don't have tension, then body turns quite a bit. Your hand comes in quite a bit. Your goal is to throw the rope here. The speed, you have a lot of speed here. It's too late. This
I can
again.
feel like generating speed here.
So in your imagery, you only try to open the body this way, but actually you have to close the body here. From the closed position back to neutral here, you have to use this motion instead of going this way. So at the top, your body is closed. From there to this neutral position, using this motion, you have to generate the speed here. Still, a lot of motion is happening here. Again, what's this? You have to use the body well here. Here. Instead of, because you're not preparing your body that way in the backswing, that's what happens. So if you lose the tension in the rope at the top here, then as you start the downswing motion here, you cannot influence the rope right away. So what happens is, as your body turns this much, and then start influencing the rope, and then already it's too late. Your hands went in too much. So this is where you have to have good interaction. So you have to, here you have to let the rope go. So for that, sliding and opening this has no meaning. And then arching the body like this has no meaning. Because of this motion, you cannot really do this. It's just a turning around the axis here instead of arching here. So ultimately, that way you can control the curve head motion. Now you're maintaining tension a lot better.
Yeah.
So your swing is it keeps changing.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Swing, have good tension, have good control. Swing, 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 swing. Yeah, it's getting better. But because now you have maintained the tension really well, so the rope motion is fairly consistent in terms of the plane here. Look at this. Swing, 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 Yeah.
No slide.
This is because you now feel the motion of the rope. So you have to communicate, you have to talk to the rope. You have this neural connection between your hand and the rope. So you should be able to communicate with the rope all the time. But in order to do that, you have to maintain good tension here. Now, both hands maintain that tension. Rushing too much. So still here, the motion is fast enough, good. But go here, and then during the transition phase, you have to have a bit more time. Give more time for wind up. Try to create good shoulder wind up. So when you maintain tension like that, then there's no reason to turn the body quite a bit here because you're letting it go here, right? So let me record this with both hands. Swing, 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 swing. Good. Now you're turning this way less.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Yeah, because you're letting it go that way.
Yeah, I could see the bald head. Now I can.
Swing, 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 swing. Good. See, now you're handling the rope better and better. So obviously it's hard to change everything completely. In an hour or two. But so once you understand the idea, that you have to practice a lot.
Yeah.
So take the rope with you, and then practice a lot. Now the same thing has to happen with the club. So your body tends to turn quite a bit here, but you have to really let the club go in front of your body in the downswing.
Yeah.
So that way you can reduce your body motion, but promote the good club motion in front of your body.
Yep.
So the rope is it's just a simple nylon rope here, and nothing. I didn't put anything here. No ball at the end. Actually, I don't like it. Those with the ball at the end here, and also the one with the handle. I don't like it. So as the rope in its raw form here, and then just keep throwing. With that, it will increase your awareness of the end of the rope. Right?
Yeah.
So when you use the club, it'll be the same. Now swing, let me watch from here. Communicate with the end of the rope. Throw, yes, throw. And then get rid of all the unnecessary movement. The key is having good rope motion around your body. Active rope motion around your body. Swing. Swing, swing, swing.
I can now feel
good.
the transition.
Yeah. So naturally, as you repeat this, you will be able to shift the body back and forth.
I can feel the head and then transition.
So that way you can have more time.
Yes.
Swing, 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 swing.
I can now.
So if you can do this with your club, then your swing already changes quite a bit. So again, the worst thing you can imagine is from here going this way here, just arching the body this way, okay? And then turn early and try to influence the motion later. In the case of the club, you're dragging it, and then swing and all the way you have big motion on this side. But instead, you have to let the hands and the club go in front of your body, hit the ball, and then let it go. Then your body will move less because you're throwing the arms and club in front of your body.